dun, dun, dun. What? Okay, okay. Because the intro music gets me every single time. Like it's a banger. Like don't they hear right here on the shoulder? It's just what? Okay, okay. Intro. How y'all doing? Y'all good? Y'all all right? How y'all living? Y'all straight? I am so grateful that you guys are here. Like, let's get into it, bro. First of all, welcome to another episode of One Being Brave. I'm your host, Domo Jones, and we in there like we in there like somewhere. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. First of all, girls, sit straight. Are you acting like okay? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I definitely appreciate it. I definitely don't take it lightly. But let's get into the house rules. You already know what's up. First of all, no profanity. We don't do that on this show. I mean, we just can't. Like, it's just way too many words in the dictionary, so we just about to use them. No profanity, no bashing of race, religion, gender, politics, or sexual preferences. I mean, we just where is the love? You feel me? Where is the love? I love you, you love me. Barney said it. And we gonna keep that John going. You feel me? Also, this show is called One Billion Brave because it represents the 1 billion people of the world that have a disability and or medical condition. So the old heads, you already know what I'm about to say. The newcomers, catch on quick because y'all know. Get you one of us in your circle. Don't get you me, but get you one of us. I'm telling you, we're top tier. Like our community is the best community there is, and I don't care what nobody say. Fight me on it. Fight me on it. Like exactly. Our community is the best ones. And the ones that know. Like, and if you don't know, get in it. And then you be like, yeah, you right. I know I'm right. What are you talking about? Like, our community is top tier. I don't care what nobody say. You feel me? Like, I don't even care. Like, I don't even care. Also, one of the you're not about to mess this up, Domo, because you've been doing so good. Act like you know how to talk. Good night, nurse. Like, all right. So, also, this show, okay, because you're showing out. You're showing out in front of company. You're showing out in front of company. You've been doing this way too long. All right. Okay. Also, we talk about Jesus Christ. We do, and we gonna be doing it, and it's gonna forever be just that. We talk about Jesus Christ because he's the main thing. Without him, we are nothing. And yeah, I mean, like, that's my dog. You feel me? Like, I don't care what nobody say. That's my dog. That's my dog. That's my dog. I drank my VA energy, so I have a lot of energy. Like, okay. Last rule. This is Domo. Okay. Let's have a pep talk real quick, and y'all can just ease in real quick. Hey, Mom. Love you. Okay, so the pep talk is, you know how to say this. You've been practicing it. So just say it. That's it. All right. So this show is one of the very few shows that has a guest that has you don't get it right. That has a hostess with a disability that interviews guests with disabilities and or medical conditions. I guess you know what that means. Lady O, Tyler Perry, and Sister Ava DuVernay. I'm coming to all three of you guys' houses. Like that, it just is what it is. I'm coming to the house. Lady O, I'm coming to the house first. We're gonna chop it up. The weather's changing. So we can hop in the garden. You feel me? And then I'm gonna hop on over 2 streets to the left. Tyler Perry, we can go to your house. We can go to the studio. We can go to your pilot center. Like, it don't even matter. Like, you just send me the location and we in there. Then I'm gonna hop on up the street 2 blocks to the left to Rockefeller. Me and Ava DuVernay, me and Sister DuVernay, we're gonna get our locks done. And then we're gonna chop it up under the dryer. It's not gonna win-win to me, is all I'm saying. It makes sense. make it make sense, and it does. And that just is what it is. Period. That's it. All right, so let's get into the break for this week. Gabe, who we at it? Who we at it? Who we talking about? Okay, because first of all, she's fly. I don't care what nobody say. The girl is fly. At Queen Bay Official, her medical condition is she has vitiligo. But the thing is, here's the thing, bro. I love the fact that her skin matches her jacket / coat. Like, that's bomb. Come on now. What a way. I know, Mom, right? What a way to represent who you are. I'm gonna wear what I got. You feel me? That's super though. She bomb. I don't care nobody say. Queen, wait, what is it? The Queen Bay Official. You are the breaker for this week. Thank you for doing you. We appreciate it. You're super dope. You're super fly. And like, we appreciate you being comfortable in who you are, but also expressing that to other people. Like, yo, we break the stigma about our condition. You feel me? We breaking stigmas over here. I don't know what you thought this was. Period, poo. All right, so I need to give y'all an update. I need to give y'all an update on my life really quick. So last week I told y'all that I have been having a lot of allergies and a lot of allergic reactions, and 7 minutes before the show last week I had to take a Benadryl because I was allergic to, I don't know, apples or caramel, whatever the case may be. We're not even sure at this point. Okay, so that was last Tuesday. Now we're gonna speed up to this Tuesday. Yeah, so every day this week since last Tuesday, I have taken a Benadryl. How am I up? I don't know. But we in here. Matter of fact, I just had to take one yesterday. 2 last night. Girl, because I'm trying to figure out why can I not eat nothing except a hamburger patty, a piece of steak, and eggs. Like, what's my body? First of all, I'm just trying to figure out why my body doesn't know what it can and cannot eat yet. Figure it out. At this point, why are we still battling? Why are we still juggling? Why are we still playing pros and cons? Get it together. Because what I'm not about to do is I'm not about to live off no steak and eggs. Huh? We're not about to do that. This is not green eggs and ham. Hi, Jackie, I love you. We are not. This is not Dr. Seuss green eggs and ham 2.0. This is not it. We're not doing that. No, you don't get to live like that no more. You do not have to live like that. Because what? Every day? Why not? Listen, I'm not about to live like that. Everybody else eating whatever they want to. Oh, do you have steak and eggs? Oh, you don't? I guess I gotta fast. Fasting? No. Oh my gosh. And then, well, I can't drink protein shakes. But listen, no. Enough's enough. Enough's a doggone enough. Sick of this. Put my foot down. Stand on my ground. Stand on business. But right now the business is steak and eggs. That's the only business I got. Mom, man. Cause child, enough's enough. I feel like I need to take another, well, I don't feel like I probably do. I need to take another allergy test. Because girl, what are you allergic to? And I feel like I just took one. I did just take one. This is silly. We're gonna make it into a wrap. Or tortilla wrap. It's gonna be a cold burrito. It's gonna be a cold burrito. Man, green eggs and ham 2.0. This is enough's enough. I got time. but steak is the most expensive. I'm saying, and then that's another thing. I gotta eat the most expensive meat. Chow. Yeah. Okay, God. If I have to eat the most expensive meat, then that means that you have to provide me with the expensive for the most expensive meat. And eggs is $19.22 for three. When I'm not, come on, guys, we're gonna have a conversation, cause I ain't got time. Okay, that's my rant. Y'all ain't trying to hear me, but y'all ain't trying to hear me though. But y'all ain't trying to hear me though. All right, so let's talk about my next guest. My next guest, of course, for the old heads, you already know I meet them 10 minutes before the show, so nothing has changed. I'm super grateful that when I hit him up, he belong to the best. Come on, best of the best don't settle. We're not settling for less. We're settling for the best. Huh? We're not settling for less. We're settling for the best. Bars. Bar. Get that, Gabe. Put that on there. Put that on there real quick, real fast. We're in a hurry. We're not settling for less. We're settling for the best. All right. So my next guest. I'm super grateful that when I hit him up, I was like, "Yo, I know you don't know me, but you want to be a guest on the show?" And he was like, "Yo, say less. Like we in there." I'm super appreciative for that, and I love guests that are super down for just talking to a stranger. But now we're about to be locked in. But for right now, y'all about to hear his story, and I'm about to hear him too. All right, Gabe, bring on Donahue. Bring him out. Bring him out. Bring him out. Bring him. Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
What up, dude?
What's going on, Domo?
Welcome to the stage.
Yes.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, so let's get into it. For the people in the back, can you tell us where you're from and the name of your disability or medical condition?
Yes, I'm from New York City, and I have a spinal cord injury, L2, incomplete.
L2 incomplete. First of all, do y'all hear his accent?
Yeah.
I'm from New York. Okay, New Yorkers.
All
I
right.
ain't here. Okay, so for those that don't know, can you tell us what an L2 spinal injury looks like?
Well, it's in the lumbar region in the lower area for me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's mostly on the left side. That's why it's an incomplete injury because the damage mostly right. So some of the right side is still intact. Yeah.
Okay, so is that
Trauma to the spine.
okay? So traumatized time. All right, so let's get into the beginning. Let's start from the top.
Mhm.
How did this process happen?
Yeah. So I was just coming home one night and stopped in the store. And as I'm coming out, there's a big brawl breaking out. I didn't know that there was a club like a block or two away that
Mm-hmm.
was letting everyone out. They were closing, so everyone's coming out drunk, rowdy. They were all walking down the street, but I didn't know it at the time because it was quiet when I went into the store.
Right.
By the time I came out, it's like chaos, and these dudes are brawling on the corner. And I think a few of the guys just took off, but it looked like they were running towards me.
Mm-hmm.
So I backed up, like, what's going on here? I dropped my bag, and then that's when they kept running. And then the shots went. As I'm looking at them run by, that I'm realizing later on that's why they ran because he pulled his gun out. But it's dark. It's 2 in the morning, so I can't see everything, you
Right.
know. And so as I'm looking, I'm having, I'm like, oh. So I ran like everyone else did, you know. And I thought I tripped, but I tried to get back up, and I was like, maybe it's fear, you know. So I try to tell myself, shake it off, get
Right.
up, run, get up, get. It's not a horror movie. This is real life. Go.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they just wouldn't move, and I didn't feel any pain, so I didn't know what was going on. It did, hindsight, it did feel like someone punched me in the back,
Mm-hmm.
but in a mix of everything, you're not gonna feel something like that. It might have been a nudge from somebody running next to
Right.
me, and so I'm laying down, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm shot because I could not move them. They were just like, you know, and but I didn't feel any pain. It's not like the movies. You know, when people get shot and it's like, ooh,
Right. You could still,
oh,
yeah.
yeah, because adrenaline, and then it's so fast. You know, it's more like a
Dang.
pinch, or that's what it feel like a little knock. That's it.
And then when you finally came to, like, you realized that, oh, I couldn't move.
Yeah. So I just laid there and waited for the ambulance, and that's when it got
Dang.
crazy. I don't know if it get,
Really?
yeah, I won't use profanity, but it gets like, uh, mm. So I get into the ambulance, right,
Uh-huh.
and I'm fine. Stretcher, I'm in there, I'm fine, and next thing you know, I guess the adrenaline wore off,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt everything, and it felt like my stomach was boiling, like cooking, like my stomach was about to explode, you know, like a teapot. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right, get to that point, I started thrashing, breaking everything. Uh,
Really?
yeah, excuse me. The EMT worker, she started crying.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't know what to do. Um, but yeah, something funny happened too. So I get to the hospital.
Uh-huh.
All right. Now they're prepping me. They put me in a CAT scan, X-ray, all that. Right. They're prepping me for surgery. And two guys behind me were like, wait, before you take them in there, let's ask them some questions.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, that's like, you don't think I'm coming out? You
Right,
know,
right. Why you
kind
asking
of,
me questions?
yeah, he's speaking a little double language there, like a little coded language. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Hey,
right.
Doc, let me ask you some questions. So I didn't like that, right? And so when I looked at him, I panicked because remember that video, the Bone Thugs video, um, Crossroads.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Excuse me, getting over a cold.
No, you good.
And the angel of death, right? Dark skinned guy,
Yeah.
bald head, black shades with the black trench coat, right? He just come up to you and just, you're out of here. It's time to go. So that's
Yeah.
what he looked like. So I was like,
Hey, you
oh, you
thought
take me? I'm like, man, I'm thinking he about to, we out of here.
get out of here.
Right. And he was like, no, I just want to ask you some questions. And I was like, I'm a detective. I'm like, no, you shouldn't have said it like that. You know? Yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm just another body,
All right.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
man.
Plus, I mean, dude, in a mix of me with a bullet in me, you want to ask me some questions,
You didn't know what was
Later,
going on, first of all.
yeah,
Then
ask
this
me if I
guy
come
like,
out.
right.
You know?
Right. You want
But
to ask me questions. That's
from
crazy.
right from there, it was just a whole transition of life, right? Because my
Hmm.
whole life changed.
So were you, when you found out, were you completely, did they tell you like, okay, you're completely paralyzed? Were you partially paralyzed?
Incomplete. But the prospect of me like walking again was like non-existent to none, non-existent.
Really?
Yeah, you know. I guess it depends on will, but they're speaking from a scientific perspective, right? From
Right,
both.
right,
It's this or that. There's no lukewarm. There's no middle.
right,
There's no miracle.
right.
So I mean,
Yeah.
what else do you do but take it to the chin,
Right, yeah.
right? And you try to figure things out from there. I was angry.
Hmm.
Um, I had to start life all over again. Like I had to learn how to eat again. I couldn't
Really?
figure it out. Yeah, because all right. So you know what? They put me in an induced coma for healing purposes. So by the time I was able to eat, like I had to start off like with Jello. Yeah, Jello.
Damn.
You don't chew Jello. I was chewing
Yeah.
Jello like gum. Yeah, it was just tough starting all
Wow.
over again. Yeah, I couldn't sit up. I had no muscle tone. A brace to keep like for my spine as it healed to keep me in
Hmm.
a good posture. Um,
How long were you in physical therapy?
yeah, for about 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. Yeah.
So did they like, when you went to physical therapy and they told you like everything that was going on, whatever, were there certain specific things that you had to do?
Like as in therapy.
Yeah, like to help build or just to
Oh,
help maintain.
Yeah, so you have to learn how to use the restroom differently, transfer. They have a gym for you to work on building your upper body strength, your core strength, so you can be more independent in those areas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Feeding yourself, let's see, getting in and out of the chair. Like I said, transfer to so there's different kinds of transfers. Okay, so you have transfer to your bed or to a car, but these are stable uh, transfer points, right? A bed doesn't move. The car is parked,
Right.
but
Right.
transferring to a shower chair or a commode or something like that that's on wheels, it's a little riskier. You know, so definitely a lot of like weightlifting, like training, exhausting work because they have to get some kind of improvement within 3 weeks
Right.
to send
Right.
you home. Because if there's none, then it's like, okay, you may have to stay another week or two, and that's costing them, right? So it's like in and out, it's business. Yeah, my life's changed, right? I'm figuring out things, but for them, it's just another day.
Right. It's just
So
another patient.
you gotta get on it.
So once you came home and like you finally like came to hey dad, sorry, I totally forgot. So once you came home and you came to the reality of like this new life, did you have to change wait, first off, before I ask that, were you active like any sports before anything happened? Were you
I
very
played some
active?
basketball. I did some paramilitary. My goal was to enlist. I was in the process. Yeah.
I've enlisted.
Well, because
Oh, so
that's my family's background. You know, my
oh yeah,
mother's
so you
army,
really had to start new.
my mother's army, father's Air Force, two other uncles Army, Marine Corps. So it was like, and they've done very well
Hmm.
for themselves and their families, and
Hmm.
how they carry themselves as men with structure and discipline and being level-headed and making great decisions and guiding their family. I'm like, okay, maybe that's the route I can take because I'm coming up in the Bronx where it's
Hmm.
chaos, right? A lot of things I can get into. Um, and they made a great living and so many options, so many places you can go. I mean, they'll pay for your college or businesses, they'll support you. They
Right.
even have careers you can just kind of mold into if you
Hmm.
don't want to be on the field anymore. So I'm like
Right.
that, that gives me options right there, security. So that was the goal.
And so when your parents, when they found out about this new life that you had to live, how did they take it? If and or if you have like any siblings.
Uh, my siblings took it well. Um, kind of, they might not admit it, but I think it's kind of confusing to them because I'm the
Hmm.
oldest, right? I'm the big brother.
Mm,
Right. I'm the
yeah.
guy, and
Yeah.
life kind of just chopped me down a little bit. So they're like, "Whoa," So it's scary. So for them now, I didn't realize it at that point, but in hindsight, this was the opportunity for me to show them how to persevere, right? Um,
Yeah.
how to keep going, even though you may fall hard. Like there are different levels
Right.
of falling, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
may
Yeah.
fall hard, like here. How do you come back from here?
Right.
And they get to witness that, and I'm grateful for that. So they took it well. My mother took it hard. She,
Really.
yeah, I'm her baby. I was her firstborn. So uh,
And
yeah,
so
father.
when you,
It took that for him to come
yeah,
around. Oh,
really,
yeah, yeah. You know, thank goodness for
dang,
uncles. Great men.
yeah, dang, that's yeah. I mean, especially when you already have a mentality and a goal set to kind of follow in that path as a man, um, and you had to quickly shift. Like, man, when you um when you had to find out that now you're going to be in a wheelchair, did you have to learn how to use the wheelchair? Because you guys'
Yes.
wheelchair is a little different from a
Yes.
regular wheelchair.
Oh wait, what?
You guys, the people that need a wheelchair permanently or often, you guys wheelchair is a little bit different made than a regular wheelchair.
Oh, but it's the same mechanics though. It's the
Okay.
same mechanics, right? So unless you're talking about a power chair, but if you're talking about a manual chair where you're pushing the wheels yourself,
Mm-hmm.
right? That depends on your injury.
Okay,
So if
that
you're
makes
like a
sense. Okay.
quad, right? If you're like up here, then your arm function is not really that great or hand control. You have to learn how to use a power chair. But for someone like me, I still had slight lower limb function,
Mm-hmm.
so it's all on me. But it was weird pushing the wheels, right? Because I would push too hard on the right and turn right, left,
Oh,
and it was confusing. I'm like, oh wait,
yeah.
so right is left and left is right. I'm like, oh my god, wait a minute, time out. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right,
Hold on,
right.
right? Let me figure this out real quick, But
Yeah.
eventually I got it, and, yeah.
Is your wheelchair custom made for you?
Yes, I do that every time.
Really?
Yeah, I need it because I have big hands,
And do.
long arms, and I like to push off my own energy. So I need a
Okay.
chair that's rigid, uh, customized casters, right? Air tires so I can absorb the bumps and get that speed going because I like to push a lot.
That makes sense. Oh, okay. That see, I didn't see. That's why I asked because you never know like what specific details. Um, I know I and the reason why I say like everyone's wheelchair when you guys wheelchair is a little different because I see that you guys wheelchair is a little bit more um structured for your body shape.
Yes,
Like other wheelchairs, if you just sit in it, it's for
standard.
right. But you
Yeah, yeah.
guys is more structured. You guys have a more buckles like for the legs and the feet. And okay, that makes sense. That
Hmm.
makes a lot of sense. So now that you're in this new life, when it comes down to like your household items, living at home, what was that transition like?
Uh, I had to figure out how to food shop
Man.
because I don't have the luxury of walking with the bags, right? But I can't just go for a carton of milk. I need food for at least 2 days, 3 days, right?
Yeah.
So I would shop smart. I would have my own bag. I would use my seatbelt to hold the bag handles
Mm,
and place the items as I shop. This way, I know it's
smart.
already full. So when I do go to the register, I can take that home. Then as I
Right.
got stronger, I became more bold. I started taking on more bags, just to see, you know.
See how far you can go.
Yeah, you want to push yourself a little bit. You want to figure things out. That's the beauty of life, finding things out,
Yeah,
discovering yourself. You
yeah,
know,
that's true. Because if you don't, you never know what your limit is. That's
yeah,
true.
you go to your deathbed like, and all the the possibilities of you are looking at you like, I believed in you, I believed in you. We could have,
Yeah,
and you just like, I know, but I was afraid. I settled.
yeah, that's true. I totally agree. And
Yeah.
then also, you never know what your limit is and what you can do if something is taken away from you. Just
Yeah.
like you said, like your ability to walk like a normal, like a regular person, that was taken away. But how strong are you now with your with something that was taken away? Now you have more mental strength. You have more like your endurance is at an all-time high. Your endurance probably wouldn't be there if you were physically normal.
It was
It
when I got
was?
so right. Fortunately for me, because I got shot with a 45 caliber bullets.
Is
Yeah,
that
so
big? I don't know about okay.
right next to 50. 50 is
She
the highest caliber pistol round,
okay.
right? That's like Desert Eagle, the large gun, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
at the time, I could run 10 miles. Not fast, but I can
She
do it. So
10 mi-
my condition saved my life. Honestly,
yeah,
that's why I was told that.
10
Yeah,
miles.
crazy.
Non-stop?
Pace,
Yeah,
pace,
but
pace, and yeah,
it was a consistent.
yeah. Facts.
She.
That's how I felt. I was proud. I'm like, yeah,
That
let's
thing.
go.
I did that.
Facts. Yeah, like I said, it's
Mm.
the beauty of discovery. You
Yeah.
know, that's life. Because
Mm.
I didn't know that was prepping me. I was prepping myself for
Right.
this stuff coming. Life. I got. Can I? Ooh, I was about to say God. I don't know
Oh,
how
you
some.
can. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Okay,
ahead.
okay. But the Most High prepped me.
Yeah.
For this journey. Um, it's crazy, right? So this woman told me, um, in your suffering is to God's glory, right? And I'm like, wait, wait a minute. Like, what do you mean?
Right.
At the time, I'm still working on acceptance and moving on,
Right.
right? So my discernment wasn't really there yet. Okay. And I felt like that was a joke. Like, you ever watch like those movies or cartoons about like Greek gods, and the people, they're always like, the gods, this is a game to them, this is entertainment.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how I felt when she said that.
Like you playing with me, bro.
Yeah, my suffering is to his glory. What do you mean?
She.
I'm suffering. How is that? Help me
Right.
understand, right?
Right.
And it took me to learn how to trust him and trust myself and go into the go into the wilderness of life and trying things that no one else may be doing,
Mm-hmm.
right? Pushing myself a little further than my peers, because there has
Mm-hmm.
to be something there, because this ain't working. It's working for them,
Right. That ain't
but
working
it's,
for
but it's
me.
not working for me,
Right.
and that's why I had to adhere.
Yeah.
Thank you. I had to adhere, but I was afraid because I didn't trust myself. I haven't really
Right.
accomplished too many goals in life.
Yeah.
So like, oh, I can take this on. There were more doubts than optimism. But he was like, go. If he knows what I don't know, then, that's faith.
Right there.
Right. So at the time, I was 240 pounds. Now I'm 160.
Come on, 160.
Well, I'm an amputee too. Remember the nubs.
Man, that's crazy. I live by that too, because I always question, because I have a disability too. So in my disability,
Excuse me.
I use a walker and I have leg braces.
Mm-hmm.
So I hear all the time, his strength is made perfect in your weakness. And I'm like, but I'm weak. What you mean? Like, God, why do I have to be at my lowest point? And then it's like you excel. It didn't make no sense. But the thing is, I needed to be weak so he can do his thing. If we both using our powers, it ain't nothing gonna accomplish because I'm still at a lower level compared to him.
Right.
Domo, relax. Let him do what he do because whatever he does is perfect.
Right.
And
Right.
that's just what it is.
Even if you
Compared,
don't see it that way or
yeah,
understand it, his understanding is different. Check this out. Right.
man,
So it finally hit me as I started evolving in
right,
my manhood, in my righteousness, right? He started revealing things to me, and I started understanding,
yeah,
and it hit me one night. And your suffering is to his glory. If you remember, God is all about his people, right?
mm-hmm.
Say, remember, that's primary.
Right,
Everything else, what we go through, what we feel as people and human beings, he's like, I understand, but you focus on this. I got you down the
right,
road
yeah,
forever,
yeah,
you know? And so, and that's in my suffering, if I represent him properly, right? So if people see me persevere, because in the human eye, right, the eye of the flesh, I'm broken, right? First
exactly,
perception, you see
yeah,
brokenness
right,
physically. So if I surpass that barrier, right, of their understanding of me, I'm showing them God's strength. I'm showing them God's glory. So in my suffering,
That's it right there.
right? But that's the work on me.
Yeah.
You know, it has to be authentic.
Because
It has to be
by
righteous.
nature, we
Yeah.
gonna be like, yo, I need to get to my best self, but you don't. You just need to trust God. And
Yes.
wherever you are, be content.
And he's going to guide you.
And He gonna guide you.
Yeah, because sometimes like what I
Crazy.
may want or desire may not come into fruition or may not move the way I want to, right? But he always makes sure all my needs are provided, all my bills are paid, food in the
Right.
fridge, right? I have my health, I have my mind. So
Yep.
with all of that, the world is mine. Everything
Exactly.
else is a bonus,
Right. Everything else is a bonus. I'm
right?
giving you the basics. I'm giving you the essentials. Everything else, that okay if
That
it
doesn't really
coming,
matter,
if it don't.
right? Because if you're still doing what you're supposed to do for me and my will, I got you.
I
This is
got
short.
you.
So in my suffering, I'm not going to live like this for 200-300 years like they did.
Right.
That would have been suffering.
Listen.
100 years? Come on, Father, please take
Right.
me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I did enough, you know.
Okay.
But like, so in my works, when I finally see him, I want not only do I want him to know me, but I want him to be proud. Where he's like, yo, I put you in an esteemed place up here,
Man.
right?
And you
So
still didn't buckle.
yeah, it's hard. I buckle a few. No, who said
No, you
no?
didn't. Now you didn't give in. You had your
To what?
moments
Oh, okay.
where you had your moments where you like, okay, God, what in the world are you doing? But you still didn't give up.
Yes, I did sometimes.
Mm.
What? See, but there, right? So, and here's the crazy part. I can't tell you how to climb a mountain I never climbed before. I can't say, oh, grab this rock, step on this one. When you get here, it's a little slippery. I can't
Yeah.
tell you all that, right? Because I haven't done it.
Yeah.
So me giving up and falling again, whether it's depression, right? Um, doubt, you know, uh, when I come across my peers and people that are in that same place, maybe I'm not there anymore. But if they're there, my empathy isn't vague. It's
Mhm.
organic because I was there. I'm not
Right.
saying, oh man, I feel your pain just because it sounds good. I
Right.
know what you're going through. I know what that dark place feels like. I know what going rising up and feeling great and coming back down and just being attacked and
Right.
feeling alone and that can drive you. You know, people can lose their mind like that. Let it take away drugs, you know,
Right.
and just me being able to have that understanding with them. They relate, they focus, they listen.
Hmm.
Like,
I
man,
I
you
definitely
speak.
I definitely get
I
that.
say things
Sure.
that you don't want to say to people because you don't want
Right.
them to judge you. So when I reveal it to you, it's like, oh, somebody else.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Like
can
you
hear what
get
you got to
me.
say. Now it's on me, right? I can't lead them astray. I have to be careful what I say,
Yeah.
you know, because this person is vulnerable,
Hmm.
and if I say the wrong things and I don't lead by example, then I lead them astray, and I have
Right.
to answer for that. I may
Right.
not
Very
be there.
true.
No one else may see that, but he do. And to me,
Oh
that
yeah.
I don't play. I'm
Yeah. I
terrified.
definitely that's why I come from the statement of you not giving up, because now that you're at a place of understanding, I feel like this is my view on it. I say you didn't give up, and the reason why I say that is because you're still here to tell it. Like, no matter what you dealt with in the past, that was an experience. You didn't stay there.
Right.
You're still here, and you ain't stopped yet. Like, my thing is, if you stopped, then that means that you've given up because you don't see anything further. Like, you have no hope to live for anything. In your personal experience, I feel like you didn't give up because you didn't stop. And now, because you didn't stop, you can help people along the way that where you were, you like, oh. And then not only that, some people need to see. Don't just be talking. Some people
Right.
need to see what
Right.
you've been through. And
Right.
once you experience, like, yo, I've been through that. But they see where you are now, they like, oh, maybe I can go through it, but get out too.
There you go.
Boom.
And that's the purpose.
Right.
You know,
You
and
gotta
don't
be
go beyond
transparent.
that. Right. Don't try to don't try to add to it. You
Yup.
know, it is perfect. You're doing your job.
You're doing your job. It don't
Right?
matter how ugly it look, you doing your job.
Yeah, and it gets hard, but
Heck yeah.
you got to be harder, man. You know, it is what it is. When people say, warrior for Christ, right? Warrior for God.
Yeah.
People only think about the glorifying part, the winning, right? But you understand, in war, there's scars and nicks
Heck yeah.
and fatigue, right? And your peers to the right falling beside you in
Mhm.
life, and you still have to go through.
For real. And it's
So
it's wounds that's still there.
hmm
They healing, and I'm still we still pushing. They healing.
hmm
That's crazy. That's so deep, bro. That is so deep, man. Like, I give so much credit to um our community, people that have disabilities and medical conditions, because I feel like we are examples of God's grace, God's love, and we are examples of what it looks like to choose to live.
mm,
Because we already have a disadvantage. We waking up, we already have a disadvantage compared to the average person or the normal person. And we still choose to wake up every day and still do what we do.
right.
Man, do you know how
Fact.
much fight that takes?
Yes.
It's that people don't understand what it feels like to be in pain or have some type of limitation, but still choose to get up out the bed. Something as simple as just going to the bathroom.
Yes. I deal with
It's
pain all day.
me-
No
I'm
meds.
saying
No meds.
no meds. We
No
winging that John
meds.
out like
I breathe. I learned how to breathe. You
man.
know. Oh, breathing is powerful. There's a lot of videos on that. It can heal.
Breathing
Yeah.
is powerful. Okay, so let's get into it because you are in this. I did see some videos of you helping other people with like weightlifting and stuff. So how did you get into it? Like, what do you do specifically when it comes to helping other people being their better self?
Well, for me, it's a template.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about the coughing, guys. Sorry.
No, you're okay. You're good. We ain't in the same room, so you straight over here.
Right. So it's a template for life, right? I've realized that no matter what endeavor you go into,
Mm-hmm.
it always takes the same mindset. All right. That's why there's gravity.
Right.
That pressure, there's always pressure. There's always resistance. So if you can push past that with your starting with your body,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because some people don't have it up here. They get plagued by too many thoughts, doubts, bad memories of themselves, what other people tell them they are, or what they
Mm-hmm.
can't do. But with here at the gym, you control all of it. It's your body. And in that process of them working out, um, I motivate,
Mm-hmm.
I inspire, I remind them.
Mm-hmm.
I give them the example of, okay, you're tired, you're probably at your last, right? Your last rep, you're
Right.
getting there. And I'm like, this how it feels when you're just tired in life sometimes and things aren't going right, or people limit you, right? They I said discriminate against you, right? And you just like,
Yes.
can't, I can't, that's what this feels like. So I need you, if you can't push through there, then push through here.
Mm-hmm.
And then once they push through that, right, they gain that confidence in themselves. They start to feel good. Their posture is a lot better. All
Right.
right. They dress different. They like how they look. They start wearing new clothes. They start going out more. And people start to treat them differently
Mm-hmm.
because people start to follow how you carry yourself. Is how you treat yourself is how people gonna treat you, right? And it just kind of templates on into other areas of their life. I can't help everybody, but this
Yeah.
is my lane. I'm going to work, I'm going to help whoever I can. And how the journey started for me, it started with me.
Yeah.
At 240, I was very unhealthy, depressed. My self-esteem, my confidence was low. And my great friend Hugo Harris,
Mm-hmm.
he's a physical trainer. He worked at the gym that we attended. He was like, "Oh, let's try some boxing." So I'm like, "Boxing, bro? How am I gonna do that from a chair, bro? I
Right.
think you're trying to be funny, you know? Come on,
Right.
man. Let's go do our regular workout." He said, "No, I'm serious. We start with the 1, 2, 3, 4." So I said, "Okay, let's do it." And we started that 1, 2, 3, 4. I started getting better. I started feeling good. I started training, hitting the speed bag, heavy bag, then started sparring, and I got really good at it. And I wanted to get better. So there are things I had to do outside of the gym where it was
Mm.
have more discipline. A lot of people don't realize your body, right, and its condition is a resume of you. If I'm supremely like overweight, severely overweight, that is a telltale of a lack of self-control, a lack of discipline,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And I don't do things in moderation. So I'm like, okay, let me work on these things, right? Because I can't
Mm-hmm.
say stuff like that and not be it or be the example.
Right. Right.
So I started dieting, doing intermittent fasting. I still do that. OMAD, and it just dropped, and I started feeling really good. And everything else around me started to follow suit. Like it was like the universe was like, okay, you're becoming who you're supposed to be. Let me
Mm-hmm.
start opening these doors for you, you know? And next thing you know, other people were like, oh, train me.
Yeah.
And it just kind of grown from there. Now I'm working with like hospitals like Montefiore and other medical facilities, helping them create adaptive sports programs for people with disabilities. So if you're in Brooklyn, there's a hospital with great city funding
Mm-hmm.
with adaptive sports and connections to do these things because they can pay for it. And I do that in different areas to kind of give us opportunities to move around and be healthy, because the world never stops moving. There's a
Right.
there's a purpose. So we're supposed to move. The heart never stops beating. We never stop breathing. So if you're not walking or running, okay, you still need to move in some fashion,
Yeah.
you know? And that's it. However I can help, and I love it. I don't require a lot of money from it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the beauty. Some people say I'm crazy for that, right? I should be making a lot of bank off of it, but I'd rather make money in other ways and keep this natural and organic. My passion for it,
Yeah.
because if I
Your
make
path.
about money, then I will only perform for a certain amount, and I don't want to be like, okay, well, if I'm not getting this much, then you're not getting this much out of me. I'm cutting
Exactly.
them short. I'm robbing myself too.
Yeah.
I love it.
So so
So
true.
right,
I think that's super dope. Hey Keisha, love you. I think that's super dope because a lot of people just need that motivation.
yes,
Like they don't see people like them, so they don't feel like they're a part of anything.
yes,
So I think it's really dope that you help others see the value in themselves because sometimes we don't, especially living in a world where everything is like picture perfect. You gotta get like sucked and tucked and blowed and all that. Um, and you don't see us in a limelight compared to the others. And I think that's dope that you're giving people like the confidence for themselves to be you. Like the way you are, like you kind of dope.
thank you,
You kind of all right.
thank you. I'm
You
trying.
you kind of all right.
I'm
Do
trying.
you do adaptive sports? Are you involved in any adaptive sports?
Softball, basketball, boxing, skiing, surfing,
What?
tennis.
Are you still going?
Yeah, I like tennis. I mess with tennis right now.
Really? Okay, so are you in the pickleball?
Yes, I'm doing that next
Really?
month. We're doing a big event with Challenge Athlete Foundation in June in Manhattan. There's like this
Right.
pickleball arena. It's like this big, huge building with like different pickleball arenas all over the place,
That's
colors
super
and
dope.
yeah. So it's gonna be dope.
Dang, you're like a Uber. You named off like 9 different sports. Gee, how you got time to do all that? Are all of them in season and out of season? You got
Right, different
rotation?
seasons. Right.
That makes sense. That's super dope though. Skiing, I think that's like that one stuck out because it's like you don't hear a lot of people talk about skiing. So I
It's
think that's
hard.
super. Is
A
it
little scary too, cause it's fast.
right?
Cause so from the bottom of the mountain, right? It looks like the angle is like this, where they're just going down slow, having fun, right, laughing at.
Yeah.
But it's really more slope like this. Your fall. So it's skiing is a controlled fall. That is the definition.
Oh
Of skiing.
my gosh.
You're falling regardless. So you just control. So when you turn, you're basically that's your brakes. That's you braking, then speed, braking. So you control the speed, braking. That's what the curves are for. Because if you ever seen like competitive skiers in the
Yeah.
Olympics when they go straight, I mean they just I
Yes.
can't do that. No. I'm dead.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
I'm dead before I hit the ground. Take me, Lord. You know what I'm saying? What am I doing out here? So I played it
Right,
smart.
right.
Oh, that's how we okay. I
All
kept it
right,
easy.
take me out.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Yeah, I don't do heights like that. So and that
Man.
was a test. That was one of my mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I there's water skiing and mountain skiing, but the mountain one was the scary one. Um, 'Cause I don't like heights.
Oh, do you ski sitting or do you have a special?
Yes. So there's a board underneath the seat. There's two kinds of boards.
Mm,
Um, there's a mono where there's one ski, and the rail which is two skis. I do the two skis.
okay.
Yeah, for real. Right.
Man.
I'm like, look, yo, yo, I don't play them games. Like, because look, on the side, right? On the
Yeah.
side, there's a drop, like a 30-foot drop, and you can see it. And all I see is like big boulders of death.
No, thank you.
I'm like, whoo, let me do this. Let me do this right. But I
Okay.
just, as long as I did it, but I had to do it a few times just to be like, okay, I was still afraid after my first time. So I was like, I got to do it enough where I'm controlled here. I know what it
Did you have
feels like.
someone with you? Like,
At
did you
first,
have a
yes.
professional guide? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Listen, that's a lot of adrenaline.
Yeah, you got mountains in Cali.
Yeah, and I look
Yeah, I
at them
do.
and I have pictures.
Yeah.
That's the part. Yeah, tunnel vision for
Yes.
real.
Yes. You have to have that.
Yeah, tunnel vision for real. You got to be. Don't look at me. Don't tap me on my shoulder. Don't do nothing. Let me finish this slope and then we could talk. Man, that's super dope. I I so appreciate I appreciate the conversation. I think the conversation was like super dope. I think everything that you said was like so spot on. I do think that more people with your mindset, I think that will help a lot of people that, kind of deal with identity and who they
Yes.
are, especially in our community.
Yes.
I think it's super dope. Can you tell people like where they can find you, how they can reach out to you?
Social media, it's Facebook is Easy Does It, EAZII_DUZIT X2. Did I say that too
X.
fast?
Nah, you got Gabe. Gabe, you already know what to do, big dog. Can you put that on the screen, please?
Yeah. My Facebook is just regular family friend stuff. So, but like for things that I do in programs,
Mm-hmm.
uh, my Instagram. Yeah.
Instagram.
I'm not really a social media person like that. I just
No,
do it in real life. I just don't. Yeah.
you
I
don't
like I
know.
like to keep some things for me. You know.
I guess I get that. We do, although we do live in the social media world, like we do need to live in reality as well. I think that's how we do. Yes, you got to
Mm-hmm.
be in that spirit for
Right.
sure.
That's right.
Gabe, can you put his information up? Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, how you say it?
Montefiore.
Montefiore Adaptive Sports. And
Yes.
Easy Does It. Oh, that's a dope. Easy Does It X too.
But the underscore for the after the Z doesn't have to be there. But it
Oh,
should come up once you put the easy part. I'll come right up. So
for sure.
yeah,
Yeah, I already follow you, so we in the line somewhere. And I think I'm gonna follow
facts,
that Adaptive Sport. That's super
facts.
dope.
Thank you.
Thank you again so much for gracing the stage, giving us being vulnerable about your life, but also giving us very because our show was about to say inspirational. You already on it. Very inspirational words, and encouragement of how to live this life, like just how to
Mhm.
be your best self, and also how to trust God through it.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
we gotta
Because
trust
right,
God.
because what's in front of you, you know, um, has more precedence, right? Than sometimes your faith a little bit.
Yeah,
We're only human, Father. He knows our
yeah,
heart, right? But
yeah,
like there might be certain kind of pressures in front of me, right? And you have to hold on. And
yeah.
sometimes you have to be wise and make decisions too.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't always, him saving you is not always like him taking you out of a situation and giving you a bunch of money. Sometimes you got to come to it.
Right.
A lot of his blessings are already there. Like you said, it's already there. So they don't fall down for you. It's just you have
Right.
to get to them, you know? And
Yeah, you gotta reach for it. You gotta do your part.
you got to do your part, right? Faith without
You
works
got
is dead.
yeah,
Facts.
you gotta do your part. God
Yeah.
God is a God of grace and mercy and all that, but you still gotta do your part.
Hmm.
You gotta meet him.
Yes. Yes.
That's super dope. Love you, Mom Sonia. Thank you again so much. I definitely appreciate it. Gabe is gonna put you in the back. Don't log off though.
Okay.
And then we're gonna end the show. I appreciate you. You in there. Yo, I told y'all. My guests are dope. I don't care what nobody say. Donahue is a, I gotta find a rhyme. Donahue is that dude. Okay, I got it. Donahue is that dude. Period. I appreciate him for gracing the stage. Man, his mentality, I love it. It's super dope. Fields is it. Domo, just finish the show, cause you not a rapper sometimes. All right, so yeah, I definitely do appreciate his. I love you, though. I love you too. I love you too, Jackie. I appreciate you for sure, for sure. Thank you. I appreciate that for real. Yeah, so I appreciate him coming on the show, like just sharing his knowledge and what has been through his journey. That's why I do this. To hear other stories, but also to share with you guys, like, yeah, we in this life. Life is hard, but God is that man. Like, and if we trust him no matter what we're dealing with, um I just think that it'll present life a little bit worth living. I really do. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank y'all so much for hopping on, seeing what we talking about. What are you talking about, Domo? Just what are you talking about this week? I appreciate that. All right, so let's get into the church announcements. If you wait, first before I say that, next Tuesday we are live and in living color. Okay, period. Same time, same place. Next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Ooh, you guys said that. 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern. We in there like one Brave Brave ain't going nowhere. I don't care what nobody say. Like period. Also, if you have a disability and or medical condition, or you know someone that has a disability, love you too, or you know someone that has a disability and or medical condition, and you think they will be super dope on the show, holla at me. Now here's a disclaimer: don't be hitting me up talking about you hit your elbow. Don't be hitting me up talking about you stub your toe. Don't hit me up talking about you accidentally choked because you drank too fast. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay? Figure it out. Get some Neosporin, drink slower, sit down, and turn on the light. Because we on this show, we deal with people that deal with some real life stuff. You feel me? That's the conversation that we be having over here. Okay? Don't be talking about you drank too fast. Over here choking. It went down the wrong pipe. Well, sit your tail down so it can go down the right one. Love you, Mom. Thank you. And that's it. That's it. That's all. All right, so I love you guys. I'm gonna say every episode. I definitely appreciate it. You guys don't have to tune in at all. I don't take it lightly. I am so grateful for everyone that watches all the replays. I'm super grateful. And we in there. Like, don't log off though. You already know what's up because Gabe got something to show you after. All right, y'all, get me out of here so I can eat the steak and eggs. I love y'all. Period. And y'all better love me too. All right, Gabe, get me out of here. Y'all already know what to do. Until next time. Love you.